Imagine a being appears in front of you. It claims it can predict your decisions with near-perfect accuracy. Not guess, predict. And it's about to test that claim on you, right now, with real money on the line. In front of you are two boxes. Box A is transparent, and you can see it contains $1,000. Box B is opaque. You can't see inside it. You have two choices. Take only box B, or take both boxes together. Here's the twist. The predictor made its prediction before you walked into the room, and it already acted on that prediction. If it predicted you would take only box B, it placed $1 million inside it. If it predicted you would take both boxes, it left box B completely empty. And here's the detail that breaks people's brains. This predictor has an extraordinary track record. In thousands of previous trials, it's been right almost every single time. So, what do you pick? This is Newcomb's paradox, first proposed by physicist William Newcomb in the 1960s, and later popularized by philosopher Robert Nozick, who wrote that it splits audiences almost perfectly down the middle, and that both sides tend to think the other side is being completely irrational. Let's hear the case for taking both boxes first. By the time you're standing in that room, the predictor has already made its decision and already placed the money, or not, inside box B. Nothing you do now can reach backward in time and change what's already sitting in that box. So logically, taking both boxes gets you everything that's already in box B, plus an extra guaranteed $1,000 from box A. Whatever is in box B is already fixed. Taking the free extra money seems like the obviously correct move. Now here's the case for taking only box B. If the predictor really is as accurate as advertised, then people who take only box B tend to walk away as millionaires, and people who take both boxes tend to walk away with only $1,000, because the predictor saw the two-box decision coming and left box B empty. In other words, the logical two-box choice consistently loses in practice, while the seemingly less rational one-box choice consistently wins. Which raises the genuinely uncomfortable question at the heart of this whole paradox. Is the smartest decision the one that's logically airtight in the moment? Or is it the one that actually produces the best result, even if the underlying reasoning feels strange? Decision theorists split into two camps over exactly this question. One camp, following something called causal decision theory, argues you should always take both boxes, because your choice cannot causally affect a decision the predictor already made in the past. The other camp, following evidential decision theory, argues you should take only box B, because the type of person who reliably won boxes is precisely the type of person the predictor reliably rewards. Your choice isn't changing the past. It's revealing what kind of decision maker you already are. Here's what I find genuinely unsettling about this thought experiment. It's not really about a predictor or a box at all. It's about whether you trust reasoning that sounds airtight or results that actually keep winning. Think about smaller, real versions of this same tension. Following advice that sounds logical on paper versus following what's actually, repeatedly, worked for people in practice. Trusting a system because you understand exactly how it works versus trusting a track record you can't fully explain. Newcomb's paradox has never been fully resolved. Even now, decades later, brilliant philosophers and mathematicians remain genuinely split on which choice is correct. So here's the question worth sitting with. If a decision consistently makes people rich, but the reasoning behind it doesn't fully make sense to you, do you trust the logic or do you trust the result?